episode number 194.
Hello, you're listening to the Career Changemaker podcast. Having the courage to leave a career that you have worked hard to build and try something else can be tough. So in each episode, we dive into key career change strategies so that you have a clear understanding of what is required to transition into a new role or a new industry without feeling like you have to start at the bottom or have to take a massive pay cut, because #ain't nobody got time for that. If you are ready for frank and honest discussions about how to become a career change maker, keep listening. I'm your host, lawyer turned career strategist and executive coach, Janine Esbrand. I am jumping on to this. I want to talk to you about the difference between one-to-one coaching and group coaching when it comes to getting support with your career. Okay, so I want to talk about this because I was having a conversation with a new client of mine around her needs and what it was that she was looking for in terms of support. And she mentioned that she had never really considered group coaching as an option for her when it comes to her career move. And I was thinking about that, and I realized that it may be that there's a lot of people who haven't realized that that's an option, and it could be a good option for them. So I want to, in this, break down the difference between one-on-one support and group coaching so that you can be more informed when you're making decisions about the type of support that you need. So let's firstly just talk about getting support when it comes to your career and your career transition. So oftentimes I speak to people who have been feeling stuck in the work that they do. They've been feeling like they want to make a move, but they're not entirely sure how to make that happen, what exactly they should do. They're considering maybe looking at job boards to get some inspiration, or perhaps they are looking at hiring a CV writer or a resume writer to update their CV and their LinkedIn profile because they're thinking that that's what they need to be doing in order for them to move forward. But oftentimes, if you're at a space where you're not sure what the next move should be for you, jumping straight to looking at job boards or updating your LinkedIn profile or your CV or your resume is not really where it needs to start, because those are the things that you want to be doing when you're at the point in the process where you know what you're targeting, where you know what it is that you want to do, you know how you want to position yourself so that you can attract the right types of opportunities. If you jump straight to that before you've clarified for yourself exactly what you want to do, you are going to find yourself either not making as much progress as you would like or feeling confused about what the next step really needs to be. So it's important that you start with getting the clarity around what am I actually trying to achieve in the first place, and then getting the support then with the transition that you want to make. So when you think about coaching and career coaching, oftentimes people will look at working with a coach on a one-on-one basis. And that's the place that a lot of people start, not only when they're looking for support with their career, but other types of coaching. And when you work in a one-to-one container with a coach, it's likely that you're going to work with them for a number of months. So it could be an 8-week program. It could be a 3-month program. It could be a 6-week program, 6-month program. And the idea is that you will work with the coach one-on-one in your coaching sessions. And then between sessions, it's likely that you'll have some homework or some action items that you need to do. And then you'll go back, have another session, maybe review what the homework was, review how you got on, and then talk about the next stage. So it could be that the coach is really helping you to focus on what it is you want to focus on and unpacking what strategies need to be implemented, but also helping you work through any mindset blocks that you have, any limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. And so on a session by session basis, some coaches like to allow the coachee to lead. So they'll ask you, what do you want to get out of this session? And then they will focus on that in the session. Other coaches might have more of a framework that they're guiding you through in the process, but ultimately they will be checking in with you to ask you what it is that you want to focus on. And it is so incredible. I am a coach and I always have a coach. So I believe in, and I've seen the power of coaching. So working with a coach one-to-one can be really, really great and can really help you to go from where you are now to where it is that you want to be. What I have found in my experience working with lots and lots of different women who are looking to make a career move is that working in a one-on-one space can be beneficial. However, it doesn't always give you an additional layer of support that can be really, really helpful when it comes to you actually making the transition. So you may well have the strategy, you may well have the support and the guidance where it's like, okay, this is what you need to do. You may have been supported working through some of the mindset blocks that you have and some of the issues that are coming up for you. Maybe that's confidence, maybe that's imposter syndrome. You may well have had the support working with the coach on those things. The next step though is implementation. The next step is actually doing it. And when you're coming to go and do it, and when you're coming to go and take the steps that you know you need to take, there is often resistance that comes up. And I've seen it happen time and time again with clients. I've experienced it myself. And so one of the added benefits of being in a group container, being in a group coaching program, is the community element. It's the community element, because when you are placed in community with like-minded people who are on a similar journey to you, who are facing similar challenges to you, something amazing happens, because you feel supported in a very different way. So the coach is guiding you through, and then you have the support and you have the guidance, but you also have, the opportunity to see other people going through the process. And it's really, really powerful in helping you to shift your belief around what is possible. Because if you don't believe something to be possible for you, it's really hard to stay consistent with taking the steps. So you might have the strategy, you might know what it is that you need to do, but if deep inside you don't truly believe that you can make this move and you can truly make this happen, it is difficult to take the steps and continue to take the steps towards what it is that you want to do. I know for me, in my experience, I was working with a coach, a one-to-one coach when I first started my business, and she was brilliant, really helped me to map out my vision for my business and, give me some steps that I needed to implement and things that I needed to do. But I didn't fully implement what she told me to do. And when I was reflecting on it, I think I came across some of our recordings a little while ago, and there's lots of things that she told me to do at the time that I didn't do. And when I was thinking about why I didn't do it, I can see where the resistance was. Versus now, I have been in a group coaching program for the past year, and it has been so incredible. The program has been so incredible. The coach has been incredible, but what's been so helpful in terms of moving forward has been the community. Why? Because I've been able to see other people who are just like me, similar stages of business to me, or are further ahead in business than me, but I've seen what they've been able to do. And so in the times or the moments when I didn't believe it for myself, in the times and the moments where I was like, is this really possible? I was able to borrow their belief. I was able to see them do things that I like and see the result and say, okay, well, if they can do it, I can totally do it. Or able to see them come to a coaching call really feeling deflated or feeling down or feeling like this isn't really working. And then fast forward a few weeks and see them have an amazing win and see what happened when they trusted the process and just did what they were told to do. And there's so much power in that. I'm saying so much, because it's amazing in what it does in terms of shifting your belief around what's possible. And in terms of my coaching program, I've seen clients who have come through the program and done some amazing things and been able to land a role really quickly. And then I've seen the impact of that person's progress on the rest of the group. And if you're in a one-to-one container, you have the full attention of the coach, but you don't have that element. You don't have the community element, and that element can really, really help you push forward. One, it's the accountability, and two, it's you seeing what's possible when other people around you are going on the same journey as you. So in terms of the group coaching, the real difference is you having a cohort, like you having other people who understand where you're at, other people who are going through it. And I think this is particularly important when you are someone who is looking to make a career change after being in your role for a long time. If you've worked hard to get to where you are, if you've been in your industry for 5 years, for 10 years, if you've been practicing as a lawyer, as an accountant, as a marketing professional, as a HR manager, or like whatever it is that you've been doing, right? If you've been doing that for a long time, the likelihood is that your circle is your circle. So the people that you speak to, your friends, your colleagues are all within your industry or similar industries. And it's likely that they look to you as somebody who has it all figured out. Look to you as somebody who has achieved great things in your career. So when you start then talking about potentially doing something different, or you start talking about not enjoying what it is that you're doing, the reaction that you get can really impact whether or not you pursue the path that you think you want to pursue. Because when people are looking at you or questioning you and saying, hey, like, I don't think like you should be doing this, or is this the right time to do this? Or are you sure you want to give up all that you've worked hard for? And if you have that kind of dialogue with people who are in your immediate circles, your friendship circles, then for you to push through on your own and take the steps that nobody else around you is taking is challenging. So then when you're able to step into a container, if you're able to step into an environment where everybody in that environment understands what it is you're trying to do, everybody in that environment is either doing it, has done it, is about to do it, and they understand why you're going about that, it gives a completely different dimension to what it is that you're doing. You're able to get support even without the person particularly saying anything to you, but just by them holding space for you to come in and do the thing that you want to do, it allows you to keep moving forward, right? So I cannot speak to, you know, what's involved in everybody's group coaching program. There are different programs out there. There are different career coaching courses, programs, one-to-one coaching options, but I can speak to what is in my program. So I'm going to share with you the details about the Career Clarity Academy and how I approach it and how the support is structured to help people to get results. So my aim with the program is to really help high achieving women to clarify their career goals and then use what they have already in their toolkit and leverage that so that they can move into something else, so that they can identify what is the right role for me, and then how do I actually transition? What do I need to do to transition? So we use tools like tapping into the hidden job market and strategically networking and personal branding so that you can position yourself to attract the type of opportunities that you want once you've identified what that looks like. So the program is it's structured in a way where it's kind of a hybrid program, and it takes a multi-layered approach in terms of support. So there's three main components inside of the Career Clarity Academy. The first component is the curriculum. So there is a curriculum that you go through as you go through the program, and the curriculum is taking you through 5 phases that are required for you to get the clarity that you need and to transition into an ideal role. So you go through the curriculum, which is short bite-sized videos with corresponding action tasks for you to do to help you to move along in the framework, move along in the journey. And that curriculum is really based on the work that I've done with clients on an individual basis, the questions that come up time and time again, the coaching exercises that I've guided people through have really formed the basis of this curriculum. And then you have access to that curriculum throughout the program and beyond the program in case you want to revisit certain of the modules and the sections. And then there is the group coaching element and the one-to-one element. So we have the coaching element, which allows you to take the curriculum, ask the questions that you need to ask, get the insight that you need, get the guidance on implementing within our group coaching calls. And then we have strategically placed one-to-one calls throughout the program. And then the other element is the community. So coming into contact with other women who are doing the same thing as you, going through the same journey as you is, like I said, so powerful. So what's great is that the people who are coming into this program are committed, because if you're going to join the program, it isn't a throwaway investment, right? It's a 4-figure investment. So anybody who's making the investment to join this program is serious about making moves in their career. They are serious about not wanting to stay stuck where they are, but really identifying what type of role they can move into that allows them to make more impact, that allows them to feel more fulfilled. And so you are stepping into a container with other women who are invested in their career development and their career fulfillment. So you get to be in a container with some really, really amazing women, really, really smart, super helpful, super supportive within this container. And so those 3 elements, the curriculum, the coaching, and the community, is really what forms the program and the vehicle that's going to allow you to go from, I'm confused about what my next step needs to be, to, okay, I know what I need to do, I know what I want, and I know how to go about it. I know about how to make it happen. So that's really how the program is structured. And in terms of who the program is for and who it's not for, so inside of my program, I work with a lot of lawyers. I work with a lot of high achieving women who have professionals, right, who have worked hard to get to where they are. And the program is really designed for that type of person, someone who is ready to do the work to figure out what they want to do next, someone who is maybe facing redundancy and is using this opportunity to think about what the right next move is for them, somebody who has found themselves feeling trapped in the life that they've built for themselves, feeling trapped in the career that they've built. They've worked hard to get to where you are, but then you're looking around and saying, is this it for the next 30, 40 years of my career? And knowing that that isn't where you want to stay. Someone who is committed to success, committed to showing up and doing the work so that you can get the results that you want. The program's not really for you if you are looking for a quick fix. If you're like, I just need a new job and I need it like yesterday. It's really about you finding the right role for you. So when you make the transition, you're not going to be saying in 12 months or 18 months from now, oh no, this isn't what I want to do. It's not for you if you have a negative outlook on life. If everything is, if you find it difficult to take on board new concepts and really give it a shot, if you're somebody who's automatically by default negative, this isn't going to be the right environment for you. And if you're somebody who is used to committing to things but then not following through, again, this isn't the right environment. The program is designed in a way to give you the steps that you need and the support that you need to take action. But of course, you need to take action. So if you don't feel like you're someone who would do that, then it's not the right place. It is a very supportive environment, but it's also intense. Like I'm showing you a lot. I'm sharing with you a lot. All of the strategies and tools that I've used to navigate various transitions in my career and what I've used with clients in the past. And so I'm giving it to you in a guided, structured way, but in a way that, needs to be implemented in order for you to get results. So that's really, who it's for, who it's not for. And it's important for you to get the right type of support, because if you looking to achieve a result, the way in which you go about it can really impact how quickly and how easily you achieve that result. So if you're looking to make a change in your career, there's lots of different ways that you can get support and lots of different places you can get support from. So I'd love to help you to identify what is the right type of support that you need right now so that you can move forward and not stay stuck. All right, that's all I have for you right now. If you enjoyed today's conversation, be sure to subscribe to the show so that you don't miss any future episodes. Also, I would love to know what your biggest takeaway has been from today's episode. Come over and join us in our Career Changemakers community over on LinkedIn so that you can join the conversation there.